I want to quickly talk to you about IOU Financial. And the big question is, should you get a loan from this lender this year? A business loan, that is, okay, because they don't actually provide personal loans. They only provide business loans. So let me first define for you what IOU Financial really stands for. So if you think about IOU Financial, I want you to think about an online only lender that provides small business loans. Okay. So the thing is that this lender helps businesses with daily sales access working capital through its partners. So if you are a business and you want to have a funding this year, whether it is a business term loan or working capital, you can go to IOU Financial to actually get the loan that you really need. Okay. So this lending platform specializes in quick and easy applications with very fast funding. Okay. So which means what? Same day approval is not something that is rare. Sometimes you can be funded in as little as 8 hours or 8 to 12 hours. Okay. And you will receive funding within 24 hours maximum. So that's really good. And what I want to say here is that when you think about IOU Financial, think about flexibility, think about accessibility. Most importantly, think about scalability. So the company is actually based in Canada, but also in the states. So they have an office in Georgia, and they have another office in Montreal. So this is kind of cool. And what I want to really do also is that basically the company had a subsidiary in the states under IOU Central from 2008 to 2015, and basically it really changed its structure actually a couple of years ago, especially during COVID. So they rebranded as IOU Financial. So long story short, when you think about IOU Financial, think about an online marketplace, like a lending marketplace that really can connect you to a third party lenders. So that's really fantastic. Now, the in terms of how fast you can be funded through IOU Financial, 24 hours, okay. But there are cases where you might actually require longer to get funded. So let me talk to you about how IOU Financial really works. So the thing is, IOU Financial offers short-term small business loans. So I'm not speaking about big amounts like large $10 million or 20 millions. No, they have loans that go from 10K to 1.5 million. 10K, but it's still decent anyway. Okay, so you have loan amounts going from 10,000 to 1.5 million dollars, and the terms you are looking at 6 months all the way to 36 months. So that's half a year all the way to 3 years, and the payment schedule can be daily, weekly, or bi-weekly. So they do not have a monthly repayment schedule. So some people might say, well, this could be disruptive to the company's budget. But hey, listen, if you need cash and that's the only option you have available, why not take it? Okay. And in terms of APR, IOU Financial does not disclose the rates. So that's a little bit of a bummer because this lack of transparency can just mean that they are charging like big time. They're charging really fast. Okay. And you are able to to be pre-approved. So if you go through IOU Financial or one of their partners, you can be actually be pre-approved as fast as possible, like within 3 minutes. So that's really good. And one thing you need to know, to have is that you got to be in business for at least 1 year before you can apply at IOU Financial. So they want you to have a 1 year of one year of track record before. Okay. And in terms of revenue, you got to make at least $10,000 every single month. So that's about 120,000 every single year to actually qualify for a loan through IOU Financial. Okay. And so now, do they really care about your credit score? Yes, but the company is not listing that. But based on our investigations, we were able to find that IOU Financial will really qualify you if you have a FICO score as low as 500, like 450 to 500. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that's really good. I mean, that means if you have poor credit, you can still qualify for credit. Okay, and IOU Financial covers all economic sectors, including grocery stores, medical and dental practices, retail stores, restaurants, hotel franchises, and also e-commerce stores. So that really gives you a clear idea of what the target audience really is. So how do you apply to IOU Financial this year? The thing is that IOU Financial has a different, they have a special business model. You cannot apply directly to the lending platform, okay? Because the company markets to established resellers to offer its small business loans to its clients. So what happens here is that if you ever visit the company's website, you can complete a referral form that gives to the company's lender. I mean, that goes actually to the company's lender partners. So you, as a small business somewhere in New York or somewhere in Georgia or somewhere in North Carolina, you cannot just by yourself go and apply. You cannot. Okay. So the thing is that the platform doesn't provide loan applications, but it can suggest other lenders to you, depending on your company's profile. Okay. Now, how do they know what lenders to suggest to you? Well, it depends on the data that you entered. I mean, you have to enter some let's say small amount of data, and based on the data that you have, they basically will refer you to one of the lender partners. Okay, so the company's advertised referral partner program works as follows. So you need to submit qualified leads to the company, to the IOU Financial, and so basically, you will work with your client directly to close the deals. Here, I'm speaking about those lending partners. And IOU Client Services facilitates a closing call. So IOU is always acting as a middleman. Okay, they do not lend themselves. Okay, they do not really risk their balance sheet. They are acting as a middleman. So basically, IOU Financial will close the deal. If they close the deal, you as the referral partner, you'll also receive a commission. But that's kind of cool because it really means that you as a business owner, you may actually refer a client to them, okay, in some way, shape, or form. So IOU actually uses a proprietary platform to analyze client financial data quickly, specifically focusing on daily cash flow. That's what they focus on. They don't focus on your EIN, on the credit score, whatever. No, no, no. They just want to look at revenue and see what kind of movements you have in terms of liquidity. So let me talk to you about the advantages and disadvantages of IOU Financial. Okay. So if you think about a lender such as IOU Financial, what are the benefits? Well, the companies offers fast business funding with lower credit score requirements than a bank or credit union. I mean, if you have poor credit score, if you have poor credit, and you went to a bank or credit union, you know how complicated the whole thing is to get a loan, to get a business loan, right? IOU Financial is making things a lot easier for you. So no more complicated process, okay? And you can be funded real fast. As a matter of fact, the application is quick and easy, and you get a determination within 2 hours, even though the average is around 3 to 4 hours, okay? But just remember that loan amounts are capped at $1.5 million, okay? You do not have anything above that. But the cool thing is the company has an informative website and a good online reputation. So that's really cool. So that's actually for the pluses. What about the minuses? What about the drawbacks if you were to consider IOU Financial this year? Well, interest rates are high, and the company tax on many fees. Like you can have, let's say, a closing fee. You can have an administrative fee. Okay, so if you think about all those fees, in the end, the whole process makes it very expensive to borrow money through IOU Financial. So that speed, the fact that they're giving you the loan real fast, means that you will be paying you'll be paying for it at a high APR. Now, IOU Financial only provides short-term financing and requires frequent repayments, which can strain your daily cash flow. Okay, so you cannot apply to the company directly. Okay, you have to go through a third party. Okay, and so IOU requires working with a reseller that actually partners with IOU. So you have an extra middleman to actually think about. So, but it is how they work. So you know. So what are the pros and cons here? So there is a difference between advantages and disadvantages and pros and cons, and I will explain why. Pros and cons actually has to do with your ability to receive value from the company's operation. Okay, so when it comes to the pros here, you have fast funding times within 24 hours of approval. That's really good. And the cool thing is that during COVID, for instance, IOU Financial was instrumental at giving loans real fast, where everybody was actually rushing to get funding from the government. IOU Financial still maintained its lines of credit, its loan programs at that time. Okay, at a time when peers such as Cabbage was being sold to American Express, IOU Financial was still giving loans. That's kind of cool. It tells you about the resilience of their business model. Okay, and they were actually there, and they did not even change their loan amounts. They were still giving all the way to $1.5 million. Okay, and that was pretty good. I mean, that was a couple of years ago, 5 years ago to be more specific. You and they haven't changed their application process. They still have, as they did back then, a simple application with same day approval, a relatively large borrowing amount, because I still maintain that $1.5 million, that's still that's a good loan amount. I mean, not a lot of lenders will give you that much. Okay, you also have low credit score requirements, and there are no prepayment penalties. On the flip side, if you think about IOU Financial, you have a high interest rates with lots of fees, including an origination fee. Okay, and that's normal. I mean, that's normal. That's expected because you have so many middlemen, so many intermediaries through the loan process, and only short-term financing is available. Okay, and basically, one thing I want to really remember here is that with IOU Financial, you always have the pressure of frequent repayment. Okay, of daily repayments, weekly repayments, or even bi-weekly repayments. So that's really something to think about, and this can really put some strain on the business. So let me quickly talk to you about IOU Financial, some frequently asked questions. The thing is that if you think about IOU Financial, you have to understand this is a legit online lending platform. Okay, they've been around for a while now, so you don't have to worry about their credibility or their accountability. Okay, they're based in Canada, but they have an office in the states, in Georgia, to be more precise. And one thing I want to say is that they've been around since 2008, 2010. So that's been a good 15 years so far. Okay, and the cool thing is that people love the fact that basically they have fast funding. You can really fund all kinds of industries. It doesn't matter if you are in e-commerce or retail; they will take care of you, not a problem. The only thing is you cannot really apply directly. Just remember that, okay? And they have a phone that you can call if you are interested in. Sorry, I just had to drink some water. So the point is that you really have to. You can call a phone number to have more information, really, okay? And so you can ask all kinds of questions. But hey, listen, if for any reason, IOU Financial denies you, you can actually basically apply elsewhere. I mean, you'll always have the option. I mean, I have covered so many alternative business lenders on this show that you can really just go through my video catalog and look for a lender. Okay, so if IOU Financial denies you, you can really go to a Capitus. You can go to a National Business Capital. You can go to Smart Biz. You can go to QuickBooks Financial. You can go to Shopify Financial. You can go to another lender. That's my point. Okay. You can even go to your bank. You can go to your credit union. You can go to another alternative lender, and you can try also other financing products. Okay, so maybe you can try to get a business line of credit, a bad credit business loan. You can get an equipment financing arrangement. You can get accounts receivable factoring or financing. You can get an MCA, a merchant cash advance. You can try a revenue based loan, or you can try an SBA loan. It really depends on what you're trying to really get. In terms of making your decision, when you think about a lender such as IOU Financial, you got to really ask yourself whether you want to deal with a lender directly, or you're comfortable actually going through, let's say, a reseller, a loan reseller, to actually get funded, right? I mean, you always have to really see the pros and cons of each option. So whether or not IOU Financial is great for you depends on your operational configuration. Okay, it also depends on your cash flow profile. Remember, I said that with IOU Financial, you want to really choose them if you are comfortable with daily sales. I mean, if you have daily sales and consistent monthly deposits. Why? Because IOU Financial is it's all about recurrent daily or weekly or biweekly repayments. Okay, as often as possible. You have to really get paid as often as you have to pay as early as often as possible. So if you're comfortable with that, if you like that profile, that's fine because this lender offers a higher borrowing amounts, $1.5 million maximum, quick approvals, and fast funding times. But the trade-off is higher interest rates and additional fees. So you have to really see what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Okay. And one thing I want you to really understand here is that you always have options. I mean, IOU Financial can really fund you real fast, but if for any reason the fees are too much for you, if you think they're just charging crazy amounts and you don't have time to really justify the cost, it's just better to go to another lender. Or even better, you can go to a lender marketplace. You can go to a loan marketplace such as Lendio, such as UCS, such as Clarify Capital, such as SmartBiz to actually get your loan. Okay, instead that way you have more options because those platforms they work with multiple lenders to give you to actually give you the best loan possible. So that's really something to really think about. So as a coda in today's conversation, I spoke to you about IOU Financial. Okay, I defined what the company is all about, how they work, their business model, how to apply, what are the advantages and disadvantages, the pros and cons. Thank you so much. God bless you. I will see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.